Okay, today we are playing a game on Numbani. We are playing mostly Mercy, but we are playing Moira during the first attack, and there's a little bit of Lucio sprinkled in towards the end. And the actual SR for this game is real messed up, and let me tell you why. So our SR is 3,518. Our team's average SR was 3,141. Now, the enemy team, they didn't have an average SR, and the reason for that is they had 4 people queued together who were all in their placements. And in those 4 people, there were 3 Masters players and 1 Gold player, because it doesn't matter what your SR is if you're in your placements, the system doesn't care, and you can queue with whoever, even if you were a fucking top 500, you can queue with a Bronze player for all it cares. So, real messed up. We are also on the console today, by the way, the PS4, so consider yourself warned. And our current team composition is Reinhardt, Zarya, Soldier 76, Junkrat, Moira, and Zenyatta. So, pretty average, basically. Not that much to say about it. Reinhardt's not usually that great at attacking this map, because the first checkpoint on Numbani is a lot about high ground control, and Reinhardt's pretty bad at that, so he tends to not be so good at this checkpoint, but anyway, Moira also tends to not be so good because of high ground control, but it doesn't really matter that much, honestly, for Numbani. So, in the accompanying email, you probably noticed a real fucking fast turnaround on this video, because I only got this email exactly 24 hours ago, at time of speaking, and the reason for that is this video is post-nerf Mercy, and the question in the email is about post-nerf Mercy. So this video is never going to be more relevant than it is right now, because usually I just do the videos in order that I receive them. I'll spread them out a little bit so that the same hero doesn't turn up twice in a row, especially if the email contained more than one video, they get spread around, but basically they just go in order received. So I've jumped this video ahead by legitimately like 12 videos, because it's never going to be more relevant than it is right now. So, anyway, the question in the email is, I would like some coaching on how to be effective with her again. I don't know why I should pick her over Moira or Anna. Anna's real bad, that's why. I feel like her fun level has gone down to the ground, yeah. I don't know how to stay relevant to the meta/team anymore. Should I only use Valkyrie to initiate? I figure that rezzing in Valkyrie is such a waste of time, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Is there a point to my ultimate, or should I use it like Moira's, whenever I can and as often as possible? So, the reason to pick Mercy over Anna is just that Anna's very bad, and there is essentially no situation in which Anna is better than Mercy. On average, yeah, Moira is going to be better than Mercy for most situations. However, there'll be a bit of an issue with community expectation with that one, I think, because most people don't really think of Moira as being a main healer, because they see her as having a resource and that she's supposed to do damage, and they see her as being inconsistent and an off healer. So I think if people pick Moira, they're going to expect somebody to pick Mercy or Anna alongside it. This might even out over time, but I think for a while, at least, that's going to be an issue. But the reason to pick Mercy over Moira would be that Moira isn't that good on maps that have high ground control, because Moira is bad at affecting fights that take place on the high ground, and she has no vertical mobility. You can argue fade jumping, but, like, not really. Like, let's be real here. Mercy is still going to be better on a map that has a lot of verticality to it, because she just has easy vertical mobility. Moira doesn't. So Mercy's going to be better on maps that have high ground control, like first checkpoint on Numbani, Dorado, second checkpoint, so on and so forth. Other than that, though, Moira is probably going to be better on average, but you'll have a bit of an issue with community expectation. So now, with Valkyrie previously was an ultimate that you would use in response to people dying, really. You see one person died, and you go, alright, I'm going to res that person, and then maybe you res another person as well. Ideally, you res 2 people in Valkyrie, but you usually used it to revive people. Now, res doesn't interact with Valkyrie anymore, so now, rather than using Valkyrie in response to people dying, you use it hoping people don't die because you are using Valkyrie. Or you don't die, because it's still 15 seconds of Mercy basically can't die. Now, granted, using it to make sure other people don't die, it's worse at that than Transcendence is, but the trade-off is that Zenyatta is an off-healer, and Mercy is a main healer. So yeah, Zenyatta's ultimate is better at keeping people alive than Mercy's is, but Mercy is better at keeping people alive on average than Zenyatta is. Mercy also still does have the utility of res, which is basically now only relegated to, like, undoing picks before a fight starts, or maybe after a fight starts, because using it during a team fight is going to be very difficult. So now you basically use it, yeah, you use it like right at the start of a team fight. You want now, as many people to benefit from your AoE healing and damage boosting as possible, so you just want to use it like as soon as the fight starts, basically. Maybe even before the fight starts to ensure you don't die during the team fight, because it is still 15 seconds of Mercy can't really die, and that's like a big part of it. And the AoE tether is a big deal. Valkyrie is still a good ultimate. I think her ultimate is better than Moira's is, but at the same time, you know, people look at it compared to how it was and they're just like, this feels really bad. And your email speaks a lot to, like, the issue I have, where I think that, like, yeah, Mercy was pretty fun for people previously, and now not so much anymore, because now her kit just feels really disjointed, and, like, it doesn't really work that well with itself, because now as well, when you use Valkyrie, you don't really want to use Res while you're using Valkyrie, because Valkyrie only lasts 15 seconds now, which is still a long-ass fucking time. Like, that is still the longest ultimate in the game. But anyway, you don't want to use Res while you're doing it, because the draw of Valkyrie is the AoE tether effect. You don't want to take time away from doing that to actually start rezzing people. So even if someone dies while you're using Valkyrie, ideally you would be able to wait for Valkyrie to end before you try to res them, so that you don't have to interrupt using your AoE tether. So I think her kit is, like, really awkward now, and doesn't feel like it works that well with itself. And I don't foresee them changing that probably ever, actually. I feel like this is gonna be what Mercy is like for a very long time now, and I think most people who played Mercy are gonna be really upset about it. All people I know who play Mercy are really upset about it. I think it's good that she's not, like, a mandatory member of the team anymore. But, I do think that you're still gonna end up seeing a lot of Mercy, just because she's better than Ana, and people don't really think Moira is a main healer, honestly. So, anyway, that was all the point, yeah, basically the point, yeah, Valkyrie and picking her over Moira and, Ana. Yeah, basically use Valkyrie as soon as the team fight starts, and just try not to interrupt it to res someone if possible, though that's not always gonna work out like that way. Try to use res before a fight, to even out picks, or after a fight to reinforce people quicker. And, yeah. Mercy's, it's very sad for Mercy players, and I suspect this is what she will be for a very long time. So anyway, we're gonna start the game now. So we're attacking first, as Moira. And our team's not great at contesting high ground, but this goes a lot better than expected, honestly. So we got some splitting up going. Reinhardt's like, oh fuck, alright, I guess we'll go under here. I do hate going upstairs, so I'm all for it, honestly. So, we come out onto the objective, and we see a lot of shit going on, basically. So Zenyatta's getting run down by Genji right now, and we didn't need to use Fade to try and get over here, because the healing beam has a longer range than it looks like it does. This is, like, the thing I really hate about Moira. Because I love playing Moira, like, but the thing that upsets me about Moira is that I think her healing beam gives really bad feedback on if it's actually hitting somebody or not, but it's longer than it looks like it is. We didn't need to fade to get over here to try and heal the dude. Almost said res the dude. To try and heal the dude, we could have just walked around the corner. And because we're locked into fade for the extra, like, half second, that makes a big deal when you're trying to save someone's life from Genji, because he's gonna die real fast, and you don't want to have to wait to come out of fade to actually heal the dude. Now, YouTube is, of course, as wonderful as ever as a platform goes. I'm very happy about it. Someone suggested, why don't you just download the video and then play it off a media player? That's a little bit too professional for my liking. Look, I don't want anybody to get any grand ideas that I know what I'm doing around here, okay? So we deal with what we got, which is this. Wonderful, fantastic, it's working again. So, yeah, we're back a little bit too far. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, like, we can already see the dude when we start using Fade. Then we use the healing orb, unnecessary, because that boy's dead by that point. Like, it's too late. There's no saving him anymore. You might as well just throw the damage orb out there and start healing up, start getting that ult charge up. So here we fade forward way aggressively. Oh my god, YouTube, I hate you so much. We're just going to try and not pause the video ever again. That's going to be the goal. So we fade forward way aggressively right now, because we fade forward and it doesn't really, like, do anything for us, positioning-wise. I guess it gets us out of the line of sight of Zenyatta a little bit, but not really, and it takes us way closer to the enemy team. Now, they don't do anything to punish us for that, so it ends up not mattering, but if they had turned on us right there, it would have been really easy for them to kill us, because when Fade is on cooldown, Moira is actually very easy to kill. So you don't want to fade forward too aggressively, because you will die if they collapse on you while Fade is on cooldown. And, you know, this kind of SR, that's more likely to happen. You fade forward too aggressively in, like, fucking gold and platinum, who cares? They probably didn't even notice that you used your ability. Now they will actually notice that you used your ability, and they will try to kill you as a result. So we've almost got Coalescence. That team fight went a lot better than expected. Look, not to insult anybody's choice of heroes or anything, but they did have a Zenyatta and an Ana as their supports. They still have Ana as their main healer, you know. I'm not saying anything, you know, not to be too insulting or anything, but Ana is, like, one of the worst heroes in the game. Like, you know. Anyway. So, we've got Coalescence, that's cool. Soldier died over there, he was off in no man's land, and he's fucking dead right now. There goes Junkrat, but he's been saved by Zarya. Genji's over here, doing his own thing. And we don't like him. We're coming over here to try and kill him. He's unhappy because he just got made purple as well, but he did manage to kill Ana. So I've just heard Zarya use her ultimate, so we're going to use our ultimate now as well. It doesn't end up doing that much because Coalescence Graviton isn't honestly that great of an ult combo, because Coalescence doesn't do as much damage as people think it does. So it tends to not end up amounting to much, but if she's using Graviton, we're gonna use Coalescence. That's just how it is. Oh god, no. Got pulled into it. I don't know if it's the same on console, but I assume it is, that if you hold down your movement button while you're CC'd, crowd controlled, when you cut, it will use the ability the frame it becomes available, which can matter in situations like that. But yeah, when you get hooked in front of the explosion, it's gonna feel really bad. Report back. I don't know if that actually works on the console, because I know I can just hold down the shift key and it will let me do it the frame it becomes available. I don't know if it works on console or not. I would assume so, because it should be like the same system, basically. Anyway, so even though fight looked like it was going really terrible, amazingly we still won in the end. Isn't it incredible? Sometimes Overwatch is a really stupid game. And by sometimes, I mean quite frequently, actually. So, we've got to build up Coalescence again now. We got 5 minutes to get it through this last checkpoint, but this is like the hardest checkpoint to get it through, in my opinion. The first checkpoint is hard, on Numbani as well, but I think this checkpoint is way harder than the first checkpoint, because it's kind of just... Numbani, the first checkpoint at least has options. The third checkpoint just kind of doesn't, you know? Like, you've got the street, and then the backside. But you kind of have to usually go through the enemy team to get to the backside anyway. And, like, you know, you can go up here, I guess, but that's not great either. Like, it's really hard. Anyway, Genji's using Dragon Blade right now. We didn't really fade away properly, because he just kind of, like, could keep cutting us after we used Fade, but I don't know if there was a better way to do it. YouTube's still wonderful. I love this platform and everything about it. Google is fantastic and definitely not evil. No, sir. They're nothing like Disney. They're not just trying to slowly buy every company in the world or anything. Oh, conspiracy. You'd think they could at least have a functioning fucking streaming platform, though, wouldn't you, considering they have infinity dollars? Well, maybe your internet's bad. Well, maybe you're fucking ugly. I'm sorry, you know, do you ever consider that one? Anyway, so it's working again now. Wonderful. Didn't have to cut the video again. Thank goodness. I'd be really upset if I had to, because, God, Lord forbid I have to do video editing. So Genji's using Dragon Blade, and we kind of, like, bump into the wall behind us. The unfortunate thing is that Fade doesn't really save you from Dragon Blade as long as Genji plays it correctly, because you basically do it the same way you would with a Mercy, where you dash up to the Mercy, draw Dragon Blade, she's going to dash away from you, but you reset dash after drawing the blade. It's the same thing with Moira. You go up to her, she's going to fade, you follow her with the reset after drawing the blade. We do bump into the wall behind us, which is unhelpful, but you probably still get fucked regardless, assuming the Genji's gonna play it correctly, which, you know, you would expect in this SR range. So, he has to fuck up, really, to get you out of it. Or he just decides to go for somebody else, which is always the dream, honestly. So, Roadhog's doing this, right? And because the tire was happening at the same time, kind of worked out pretty well. He got a couple kills. This is not a fight we want to get involved in. Like, you'll never win. You'll never win this fight. Roadhog will probably never win the fight either, but all that happens is neither entity wins the fight. You just want to get out of the situation, because you'll never kill Roadhog. Roadhog probably won't kill you unless he hooks you, but, like, you will be there till the end of time. Soldiers performing a super illegal maneuver. We're gonna risk going backwards to show it. Tactical visor. Oh no, he's like in their spawn, 1v6. Not even 1v6, because half their team's at our spawn right now, but like, what was it ever gonna do, Soldier? He killed Genji, I guess. You feel big now? Big strong man, beat on the Genji with your ultimate. So we got Earth Shattered right there, because it's always a little weird around payloads like that, where it doesn't seem like it should, but it still does, you know? I mean, I know it can go under the payload, but, like, sometimes it doesn't go under the payload. It's very strange. It's an inconsistent thing. It doesn't really ever come up anymore, because when do you see people pick Reinhardt these days, right? Anyway. It's pretty rare. We got, like, Reinhardt versus Reinhardt, even. So, their Reinhardt's dead. We're just gonna use our ultimate right now, because we just killed their main tank. It's a pretty good time to start a fight. Unfortunately, he uses Transcendence. We step on a trap. That probably doesn't matter. Oh god, we're pretty fucked right now, though. Now, it did look like he fucked that up. Because he dashed after drawing the blade. So, but he also got nano boosted. So, if you don't blink in time, he just kills you because dash just fucking murders you in that situation. Feels bad, man. When Nanoblade comes at you, you're not supposed to survive. So, anyway, we're playing Mercy now. We don't go back to Moira. We basically play Mercy for the rest of the game. There's some Lucio in here, but we're basically on Mercy now. And this is post-nerf Mercy, I'll remind you, just in case. So, both our DPS are dead right now. And this is extremely optimistic. We get away with it, amazingly enough. But, like, what's the res ever really gonna do? Right? Like, we still have to wait for our team. I just, like, punched the microphone. Hopefully it wasn't too terrible. The thing is, what's the res ever really gonna do? Right? Soldier's gonna res, but we're still waiting for the rest of our team to regroup. Like, the res is not really gonna amount to much. Now, he didn't die again. So there's always that, but basically it just kind of ended up not doing anything, and was like really optimistic and risky move to go for that one. So doing some healing people at full health. Now that Valkyrie is less good, we've got to be like efficient and do as much damage boosting as possible, because Valkyrie is no longer, I would like to win this team fight, so you got to be even more efficient when you're playing Mercy now to actually like get as much out of the hero as possible, because, ooh, Valkyrie was a really big buffer previously. Everybody real spread out right now. Their Reinhardt just used Earth Shatter over there. Oh god, good heavens, Jesus Christ. It's one of those situations where you're like, please give me my ultimate so that I can get out of this terrible situation. Unfortunately, it comes right as Genji gets his Dragon Blade and he kills us.
Genji has gotten me like 10 million.
We're very upset about Genji. He has been every death that we've had? One of them might not have been... No, one of them was Roadhog. Right, Roadhog hooked us into the explosion. I think every other one has been Genji, though. He's doing a good job. Which is... It's always upsetting when the enemy team is doing a good job, right? It's always upsetting. So we're going to use Valkyrie right now. Team fight's about to start. We want to use it as soon as possible. He's dead. Feels bad, you know. We're in the sky, we're tethered to people. We're never gonna get to res him because he died, like, so far in the enemy team that, like, even if we went for it, we would die trying to res him. It was on cooldown anyway. But, even if we could had it off cooldown, we would have died trying to res that boy. Get off the curtain, you stupid cat. you're gonna fucking break your neck. Anyway. Cats always land on their feet, and he's got 8 spare lives anyway, it's fine. So, Earth Shatter right there didn't actually hit anybody. Junkrat's using his ultimate, which is why we're hiding out of the way right now. Zarya could have brought it to us, but fortunately he went for Ana instead. Oh god, that's also scary. Oh, doesn't suspect a thing. Oh no, right as we start rezzing, Junkrat comes out of the door. I would have gone for that res as well. And it's like, we spend like the entire fight hiding from things, right? We're like, Junkrat, oh fuck, hide out of the way. Alright, it's time to come out again. Oh fuck, Nano Blade. I think I'll just wait in here for a second longer. By the time we come out, it's basically all over, but if we come out sooner, we probably die. So it's like a lose-lose situation, honestly. Miraculously, everything's going better than expected, honestly, over here. So I just heard a Bastion set down, but it's okay. Apparently Ana killed him. Great job, Ana. Ana does have that going for her. She's still good at countering Bastion because of the Trank Grenade. Trank Grenade? Whoa, dude. Now that'd be a buff to Ana right there. Anyway, so we're gonna res this boy. Oh god, somebody's coming for us at the same time. It turns out being Moira. It's like, honestly, as safe as a res during a team fight is gonna get. And I would have probably gone for it as well. Unfortunately, Moira then comes up on us like, I'ma get ya. She got us. So, we got it to the end of the track, against all odds, honestly. It took us the entire time, but it's okay, we got it to the end. Look at these fucking androids in here, Jesus Christ. Go-Y999, purple_LV77, JH-910_4649. These fucking androids all over here. We've got a serious bot problem in Overwatch right now. Look, I've got proof right here. I've pushed a button I wasn't allowed to push. God fucking damn it. Oh, what a shambles it is around here. This is too soon. Too soon. Go forwards. That's too far? No, it's just right. Okay, so, let me just look at the team. Let's see, we've got the exact same team comp, except Ana is apparently Lucio right now. Great, awesome. So, we're currently healing people at full health. We don't want to be doing that. We gotta be efficient. Hard to carry as a support in general. It's all about being efficient, but like now you gotta be efficient, because we can't rely on Valkyrie. So 2 of them are dead right now. Now 3 of them are dead. None of us are dead. We win the team fight. Easy money. Don't have to worry about it anymore. There goes the boiler, kicking into overdrive, right while I'm in the middle of something. God damn it. Cat. Can you believe it? I know. He's really helpful, as you can see. So, team's going in too fucking deep right now. Soldier just died over there. He died to Tracer, so I wouldn't go for it because I'm thinking Tracer's probably in that doorway right there right now. We do go for it, everything goes better than expected. Because... Excuse me, Jesus, I'm so sorry. When somebody dies, the person tends to still be in the area, and we didn't see Tracer, but turns out she wasn't there. Wonderful. Our team was going in way too fucking deep, though, and now they're having to scramble to get back in position. We're being dove by this boy. Lucio's fucking dead right now. Oh, ultimate, come to me sooner, please. Now, it is important to point out that in these situations, where you're like, just outside of just before you can have your ultimate. If we were damage boosting a little bit more efficiently earlier, we might have gotten our ultimate, well, we would have gotten our ultimate in time right there, because we were doing some healing at full health. So, the damage boosting people can get you that extra little bit, which would matter in that situation for getting your ultimate in time. Do I think you win that team fight if you have Valkyrie? No. But, it can matter, and that's the important thing. Especially in, like, Diamond Masters, right? These smaller plays, these percentage-based plays start to matter a lot more. So they caught the first checkpoint, it's alright. They've still got to get it through the 3rd checkpoint. We've got Valkyrie right now, Junkrat's fucking dead, but he died in an out-of-the-way location, so we can actually res him perfectly fine. Wonderful. Oh god, Earth Shatter miraculously didn't hit us. I think we were like a pixel outside of its range, because I could see the particle right in front of us. I pushed back. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Cat, what was I thinking? He doesn't know either, you see? Oh god, Jesus Christ. Oh Lord. What was I thinking? You just can't push back in this day and age. Woe betide me for thinking that a part of the video that is already played could perhaps play a second time. No, no, no. Hold the fuck on. Let me just load up fucking the entire website again, apparently. It's, oh my god, I hate technology. Technology is wonderful, but also I fucking hate it though, right? Life was so much simpler when man had stick in cave. There was none of these complicated issues with technology. As you can see, tried to skip forward a little bit, and now we're having a similar issue again. Oh my god, it wasn't worth it. We're not gonna push back ever again. We're just gonna push pause, and that's it. No forward, no back. So we're using Valkyrie right now. So we want to use it right as early in the team fight as possible. It's fine. Oh no, they're all purple right now. We can't heal them all. Also, we mentioned it right there. The Valkyrie no longer plays its ending sound effect anymore, which was certainly very jarring. And Blizzard have acknowledged that, and they said they're gonna put it back in next patch, because, oh, Blizzard works so fast. You know, they find there's an issue in the game, they fix it post-haste. You know, next patch could be fucking 4 months from now when they decide to do their next balance change, which they always takes like half a year to get around to. Heaven forfend that we fucking update our game because something's not working very well right now. No, 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 no. How fucking hard can it be to just put in a hotfix like, the sound effect plays again now, right? It can't be that difficult. He said with complete ignorance of all aspects of game development. But it can't be that hard. Probably is harder for the console, because I know there's some kind of like process it has to go through to patch the console, so that probably complicates matters slightly. But I mean, come on, just put the fucking sound effect file back in. You know, just like put it back in. Not even put it back in. It's still in the game. Turn it back on. Anyway, things are going terrible right now, but at least we have Valkyrie. I would have probably used Valkyrie right there, honestly, because I see a bunch of people low health. I don't want them to be low health anymore. Like, a team fight looks like it's about to happen. It all goes better than expected, so that's me shown. Now we hear Dragon Blade, we ascend, because we don't want to die to Dragon Blade. Definitely no reason to be afraid of doing that with Mercy anymore. You know, there was always the little bit of upsetness about using your ultimate to escape somebody else's ultimate. But, hey, you know, that res doesn't work with Valkyrie anymore. Fucking, I'm getting out of here. So as we can see, things are going very well right now, and there's a lot we can do to change this current circumstance. Oh yeah, I would have probably rezzed the Reinhardt over the Junkrat, but I don't think it really was likely to matter very much in this circumstance, just because Reinhardt would hopefully have more longevity when it comes to contesting the objective. Because Junkrat, like, Reinhardt's a big boy, easy to hit, but Junkrat, fairly easy to hit, small boy, fragile, right? I would hope that Reinhardt had more staying power. Also, if Reinhardt has his ultimate, it's going to be more effective than Junkrat's ultimate is going to be in that situation. But I don't think it mattered in that situation, either. So, we changed to Lucio now to get back out here in time, and we're going to contest an objective, because it's what Boostio does. Moira actually killed a couple people with Coalescence, and miraculously enough, we have defended the objective. The 2 CP effect kicking in, where we could just all get back in time. Wonderful. So now we're playing Lucio. We want to be in speed boost as much as possible, because we're playing Boostio. A lot of people have this misconception with Lucio, where, like, healing is your default stance. No, 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 no. The strong thing about Lucio is the speed aura. You want to be in it as much as possible. Now, we're healing people right now, so, you know, that's fair enough. But, we're not really, like, we could be trying to poke them more, also, because we got long-range projectile. Is Boostio going to tear it up in the poke department? No, but we could be generating ult charge by doing this as well. Like, we're just sitting back here, not, you know, putting our auras on people, but, like, we can be, like, going out and shooting at them. And even if only, like, 1 out of every fucking 5 shots hits, it's alright. That still got us a little bit more ult charge. And building up your ult charge a little bit faster is a big deal in this video game. Get fucked, Roadhog. He had, like, all the warning in the world that was coming as well, but he was just so fixated on that Junkrat who was using. He was seeing Junkrat using his ultimate, and he was like, free fucking elimination right here, boys. Well, yeah, just not for you, as it turns out. Ha 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 ha. So, we've got a sound barrier, but the team fight was going so well that it looked like we didn't need to use it, and indeed we didn't need to use it. I feel like I probably would have been like, fuck it, and used it while the Graviton was happening, but I would have wasted my ultimate, so that's me shown right there. Fight was going well, didn't look like we needed it, didn't need it. But I know I would have panicked and done it. So we've been in healing aura the entire time, there's nobody to heal right now, we should just be in the speed aura. If there's nobody to heal, and you're in the healing aura, it's the same as your aura being turned off. It's not doing anything, so just be in the speed aura. So, here comes Nanoblade. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Don't bother changing off to the speed aura right now, because Dragon Blade, Nanoblade in particular, you ain't gonna out-heal it. The best you can do is hope that speed boost is enough. Even if you gotta amp up the speed boost. Try and get away from the fucking Genji. Try to speed boost away, and, like, push him away from people. Because your healing aura is not gonna help in that situation. You just switch to the speed aura, and hope it's good enough. So we get fucked as we're coming back to the payload. Feels bad, man. Now, the sad thing is, they finished with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. So, that's really bad, because we finished in overtime. Which means we don't get the time extension, because they had over 1 minute left. And this is why even having 0.1 seconds remaining is a big deal, because if you have 0.1 seconds left on the timer, you still get the minute extension. If you finish in overtime, they finish with over 1 minute left, you do not get the extension. This is not true of payload maps, where it gives you the extension regardless, but if it's a hybrid or 2CP map, if they got 1 minute left and you finished in overtime, you don't get the extension. 0.1 seconds can matter. Because now we have no possibility of winning. The best we can do is draw. So, which is always a sad position to be in, of course. So, our team is... Do we have that written down here? We do. Thank you so much. By the way, it makes me seem so much more professional than I have. Like there's any facade left. So we got Winston, D.Va, Roadhog, Junkrat, Lucio, and Mercy right now. So we got 3 tanks. We got 2 high ground tanks, and then we got Roadhog. Roadhog's basically a DPS. So it's all good. It's all good. So, Soldier's dead immediately. Fantastic news. They haven't got a lot of time to play with. Soldier dying like that soon means he probably won't be able to build up Tac Visor in time for the actual fight that involves him, which is fantastic news. Zenyatta fell off the edge of the map, running away from Roadhog. Very bad, very sad. So, Tracer's dead, Roadhog's dead over there. We can see that fight's going perfectly fine. We're gonna help D.Va over here with Roadhog. I don't know about pulling out the pistol. Probably wouldn't go for that one personally. We're playing a real stupid game right now. And we've decided to just give up on it and come res Junkrat instead. Fair enough. Like, it's still happening. But honestly, like, to be real with you, this is fantastic news, because Roadhog's gonna die back here. There's no way he doesn't. They ain't got time to fuck around. Roadhog doing that is terrible for them. Also, Soldier died again. Soldier killed Junkrat, then he died again. That means he's definitely not going to have Tac Visor for this fight. Tac Visor is the scariest thing they could have right now, so him not having that for the actual team fight matters. Especially since we got Valkyrie. He can't kill us now because he doesn't have Tac Visor. I mean, he can, but it's going to be real fucking hard. So, that's we've won. We've won! We haven't won, we're going to draw, but we won! We've won, because we should have lost, honestly. Like, the way everything was going, we should have probably lost, but we won! It feels good, man. Oh, thank goodness, like, Soldier got picked off right at the start, so he couldn't build any ult charge. Thank God Roadhog was fucking around the entire round. Fucking bots ruling Overwatch right now. Further proof that this man was a robot, as if his name didn't give him away already. I'm watching you go Y999. awful. Terror's dreadful all around. Not just the game, the video as well. Absolute shambles of an operation around here. It's okay. It's okay. We won. We didn't win, but we won. We won in spirit. So, nothing like super overarching stands out in the game. One of those games where there weren't really that many options. Like, Genji killed us a lot, but Genji was playing well. So, he's gonna kill you. Is kinda how it is. It's not the thing anybody wants to hear. Yeah, there's kinda nothing you can do in this situation, but like when Genji comes at you with a Dragon Blade, if he executes it well, you have to get lucky to get away from it, really. Nothing overarching stands out in the game, mostly smaller things, as it tends to be when you're in higher SRs, because there's no recurring big issues anymore. They've been hammered out by that point. Yo, what you want, cat? Good talk. Alright, so, thank you very much for watching if you did. If you felt I answered your questions from the email inadequately, please let me know. I'll try to expand further. If you have any questions in general, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer, and I hope you found the video helpful. Oh, God. What a disaster.